I get what you're saying, but I guess it'd have to be like the hand is really in the foreground and the camera's tight on it, so you don't even see below that hand.
Yeah, you don't. I don't. I mean, I don't think you need to. I think you just like.
I mean, in that case, you're talking like that's in that case, Jim's sort of back here and blurry.
Try the action panels. You see that? I think you have that. You have that in your head.
I'm trying to think what's important here. So you saw the crackers. It's like this could be 3 or 4, depending on if we start on a face. You need to double check too whether 4 feels too tight.
You could probably do 3.
So I'm thinking, just
like I wonder if you did like hand grabbing the crackers, eyebrow raised, and then like you just see like the top of the crackers going past the edge of the porch. I don't know if you need to see him. You don't need to see Jim twice, because then you're gonna see him in the next panel.
So it's like I probably don't need all this height either.
Or you could even start. Maybe you could even start with the eyebrow raised, like he sees, like because we see the hand in that last shot. So maybe he sees it when we see it. So like we start with the eyebrow raise, and then like the second one has just the hand. The hand's got the crackers and it's pulling it down.
I like the idea of him like sort of clawing at it and like
feeling around without looking.
Yeah.
Kind of pulling it toward the edge, closer to the edge.
I don't know if I always like keeping the background the same, but I think I might then pull it down to then show, let's see, that was where his thing was. You play around with it to make sure it still feels like a raccoon and not a human hand, but maybe I could keep the line where it was, and then you see less of the hand.
I think I tend to do like the two-handed hold.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to find like a picture of them trying to holding something with one hand.
They really do. I mean, I don't think
they don't really have a thumb.
Yeah, I thought they did.
I mean, they've got five digits, but like I don't think it's an actual like opposable thumb.
I think that worked. I don't know. What are your thoughts? I mean, I'll definitely play around with like funnier hand movements or whatever, but
yeah,
I like that. I think it sort of shows.
And then I think you could probably kind of put the camera on the ground, kind of equal with the lattice, and then just have Jim kind of landing on the ground. So you see like the like it's pointed toward the far edge of the porch.
Wait.
So you kind of see like behind Jim.
Behind Jim.
As he's like landing on the ground. That's after he's rolled off.
Yeah.
And then like you see the tail kind of poking out around the corner. And maybe like a few crackers like along the path.
So I'm sort of, the porch is on the right of the frame. I'm looking down the path. I'm looking at like Jim's back as he's rolled off.
Yeah.
Okay. And then I still got 3, 4, 5, 6. I got 4 more panels after this.
That would be 2. Well, what's listed as 2. And then 3 is the discovery of the hole. 4 is inside the hole looking out. And then 5 is looking inside the hole.
And then 6.
I mean, 6.
I would think that's an important one that maybe needs more room. Like you kind of want him standing up. Because he's kind of like not been paying attention.
Yeah.
And then you kind of have...
That's when he's looking at the TV.
Yeah, I kind of want to give that one quite a bit of room to then... I mean, I guess it doesn't need to be full panel, but I like the idea of like... You kind of get this... I guess this is where the railing is, but he's below the railings. I don't know if like this is the actual railing. I'm doing jazz hands. I don't know.
I mean, he doesn't even have to be like. I think it's not even. He's not even really paying that much of attention of it, even when he stands up.
Okay.
He's just kind of like now he's looking at TV because Grampy's exclaiming things.
So
Let me look at what he's yelling about because there's something that's clearly caught his specific interest instead of his.
Yeah, I thought that was him yelling 10 million's grandpa. So he's just more not super excited.
What's this now? What's going on up here?
It would be funny to see Grandpa's face because we haven't seen it. Because then I could almost even do like.
Well, if you should see it. You see it at in panel 1 of page 3.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, okay. You're trying to create that shot in panel page 3.
Yeah, with like him in the foreground and him in the back. I mean, you could even flip that if you wanted to. It's not super important that we see Jim's face, but you could even go behind him to see like Jim's back in the foreground, Grampy in the midground, and the TV in the background.
You know,
so that the panel, that first panel of page 3 is almost the reverse.
I kind of like. What if like, because we've got him in this zone, heads down. It would be funny if like you get like it'd be funny if you like Jim even hit his head on the like the porch, and so like you kind of because you could just have the 10 mil part and not the other line yet, and then he sort of like bonks his head, and then you sort of I really like that page 3, like you get Grampy in like the foreground right in disgust, and then back left, then you could kind of have Jim then kind of up looking through the railing, sort of rubbing his head or something. But it kind of lets you keep into this whole journey of just Jim and the raccoon on this page, and it just sort of ends with the 10 million shout.
Yeah.
I don't know, just an idea. I could definitely, I could fit all this in anyways, so we don't have to do that. I like too though that it would then put that. Well, let me see what the dialogue.
Yeah, I added that dime a dozen one back. Originally there was the 2 announcer lines right there.
That Siri line. You could end $10 million here, sort of end this page, this full page on a cliffhanger, and then start the next page on those things were a dime a dozen after the war to continue it. On the top left, show like Jim in the background, Grampy disgusted on the foreground, and then get the rest of the dialogue in there.
Yeah, you got. There's a lot of dialogue in that one for sure.
I think though it then lets that
you have the rest of that line plus that actually line plus Twyla's burst. So I mean, like, yeah, I agree with you. I think you could have it like be a large long panel so that you get them.
Yeah.
You get Grampy foreground, Jim background, and then you have space for the burst on the right, and you have a lot of space for those other 2 dialogue bubbles.
Yeah. I think I'm peaking on this audio. Anyways. I mean, what are your thoughts on that? Do you want to do that, or what do you want to...
Yeah, we can do it. That'll work.
All right, so what do I...
It gives you more space to play around with those other panels, because otherwise I think it's going to be too crowded.
So what do we got now? So now we got the rolling off, which doesn't need a full...
Good. You just have a Grampy line.
I got 3, 4. I got the POVs. I guess I don't need too much width for the roll off. Like,
No, you could get that. You can get away with like a square on that. Just sort of how tight of an angle you go from like, yeah, how much you want to show that's not the path.
what if can I fit? Can I be doing this or never know about like a vertical, but then two. I don't know if I can be doing this or playing around with something there.
Yeah, I mean, I think that works. I mean, and then that gives you space to have a pretty decent shot. Like, you even make that that 10 mil panel maybe a little bit smaller to like give you more space because I think that reveal of the panel 5 one of like the crackers and the baby.
Yeah.
That's probably one you kind of want the biggest. No, I don't even know if you need to do the roll off. Like I think you can cheat that as far as action goes and just have it be
The landing.
yeah. So you just put them in like that, sort of like that crouch next to it, and then I think you have to make him a little bit smaller, but then you see sort of down the line of the porch toward the very corner where you kind of see that tail peeking out.
Oh, so I need to give him like a little more room.
Or like kind of turn him a little bit more.
Turn him
3/4 to his
this way.
Like open him up to the left, I guess.
Oh, because you kind of want the.
You can see down the.
You kind of want that.
Porch. Yeah.
Okay.
Just so you have that space to kind of get the tail in.
And then what do we got? We got. Oh, and I gotta remember all the bubbles.
Yeah, there's a bubble for that one. Should work at the top.
So how much? That's a good amount of text, I guess. But the bubbles are sort of going through. Oh, it's alternating.
Yeah, it's TV announcer and the.
We're going to color grandpa's a different way, or like make it wavy.
I think his would just be like a normal one. I think the TV announcer one would be the one that you want it to be like some sort of standard, or even just in the rough.
I don't know. I just want to really help clarify to the reader that that's grandpa and then that's TV.
Yeah.
Like if grandpa always has like wavy because older voice or something.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, we've done specific bubbles for TV and like the radio voices.
Yeah, or even if his font's a little different, just like he has an old cigarette voice or something. I don't know. I don't know. All right, cool. Jim peeks around the corner of the porch. So where's the camera at here?
So that would be to just be able to see the hole in the lattice.
So it's now around the corner.
Now you're down at the end of that corner where the tail is. But you've got to have to cheat it enough to be able to have the kind of angle to see the hole in it.
Well, this was the lattice.
But I think maybe it's like along that side of it, maybe not right at the corner. But I mean, it's going to be hard to show from like a normal, like an angle. I guess unless you pulled it out wider. Yeah.
I mean, I'll probably zoom out even more.
Yeah, I mean, I think I thought about like it kind of equal with because where he stands up, if he's kind of a little bit close to Grampy as far as the porch location goes. Like wherever he stands up so that Grampy's in the foreground, he would be in the background, is about where the hole would be. But I don't know how you would convey that to be able to see him kind of seeing it, but not, you know. Like I really like that angle. It's a really good shot.
Well, what if he keeps moving? Like this isn't. This is just where he first sees the hole, right?
And then the next one would be sort of in the hole looking out. So you kind of have like the hole around, so sort of dark on the sides, with him kind of peering into it. Would be the next panel.
All right. So, what sort of slight angle am I kind of? Is this the like rough camera?
I would have it almost like the sort of the POV from Crackers almost. So like you could set the camera like back under the porch and just show it straight out.
Okay.
And he's kind of like leaning down and peering into the hole. So like it's kind of just dark around the sides. You have like it's kind of a wood frame around it.
I can give it more. I play around, but I think that's the general idea.
Yeah, and then just have him kind of peering in.
What face are you thinking there?
I think it would just be, he's just curious at this point. I mean, really, like, I think I would be kind of afraid. Personally, I'd be kind of afraid to like look at a hole that I know that there's a raccoon in, and as far as I know, there's only one way out.
Yeah.
A little hesitant.
All right, and then what we got? Let me see. I'm just holding it up. Yeah, it feels pretty good. I think I can definitely zoom out some. Get. All right, and then we got. I got. Sorry.
Then it's sort of the POV.
I need to zoom out. I need to zoom out anyways to fit all this stuff. That would be the TV one, huh? Wait, it's Gramp, TV announcer.
Gramp TV announcer is that one. Oh yeah, that that looking out one has a real big. Well, I mean, I guess it could go over that right side.
Well, Grampy would go over this right side, right? Like Grampy.
You mean for the corner one?
Yeah. Infinity.
The TV announcer line in it.
Do what?
That one only has a TV announcer line in it, but it's pretty sizable.
Yeah, I'm thinking.
You have two of them. You could split it.
I mean, I'm thinking this could be the Infinity News while he's looking, and then we're looking out from the hole. We see Jim crouched down, peering under the porch. Jim's POV sees Crackers. Why? Oh, it says still holding the sleeve of Crackers.
No, Jim takes them with him. Like, cause he tosses them to her. I mean, we don't have to. Like, it could be fine. Like, he could just be looking. But I think that was sort of like the friendship where he like gives her the rest of them. Like, I think she only takes like the crackers that are laying out, and he rolls off with the sleeve of crackers himself. Like, he takes it with him.
Okay.
And then tosses it to her. Now you see that there's a baby there.
You know, I liked his hand on the thing, but I want to show.
I mean, could you have his hand there and then have him holding it in his left hand and one where he's peeking around the corner? Or it's just kind of like sticking up to the bottom of the panel?
Yeah.
Or that's his left hand and the one where he's looking in. You can kind of show it in that one too. You just need to show it like in one of them, I think.
All right. So looking out from the hole in the wood, we see Jim crouch, peering down, still holding. Well, maybe I could do it like this, like that.
Yes. Let's switch his hand though in that last one, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Mm.
That's fine. I mean, also, it doesn't necessarily have to be in that last one too. Like, we know he has it. We've seen it in 2 panels.
I mean, is there a point where we show it to show that it's an offering? Otherwise, I feel like.
Okay, well, in this next one, we kind of see crackers, and it kind of gets just lopped in. Like, it kind of, that's one of the things in there. Is it like it kind of, you see like it, you see some lines as it kind of like hits the ground. You know, it tosses it in.
So where do we on?
So the next one is Jim POV inside underneath the porch.
So we got 2 panels left, right?
Yes. Well, yeah.
Maybe he's bonking his head. Did you need another one, or?
I don't think so, because I think you can do it. I mean, like, if he comes up on the reverse shot of the panel 1 on page 3, if that works, if that goes in. I just thought of something, but, well, I guess it's not in that.
What's that?
Well, like, this isn't a 2-page spread either.
Uh-oh.
Right. Because that left one is a right page.
Had you been preparing? Like, had you planned?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. You look at the trailer. I have it called out which the pages are.
Okay, so this will actually be going into an interior. This is the left side.
The right page is left side, yeah.
So, like, this would sort of be how much junk am I like? Is this about the size of crackers?
Yeah, I mean, I think her and the baby should be the predominant portion of it, but you also, I think, need to give a little space. It probably make them smaller than that, actually. Like, just be, but there's some sort of distance between Jim and them. They're not like right there. They're kind of back with the junk.
How many babies?
Have one.
Just one. Is that how raccoons have? Do they have litters?
I don't know what kind of like litter.
Gotta do your research.
So one's not out of the norm.
I think 3 would be interesting for what's coming.
Yeah.
No spoilers on this YouTube.
So if you're watching this, then we're spoiling the entire issue.
You're just slowly reading it as we draw it.
Yeah.
Let's look at a little baby raccoon. You know what? I'm gonna cheat for now.
There's like an adult raccoon in the snow.
That's movie magic. Can't erase.
That you kind of have like the sleeve of crackers being tossed in the general direction with like some motion lines and fed. Or not, it's not. Crackers don't fed.
Would you want? Is there's specific ones you wanted?
No, not really. Just stuff you would find underneath the porch. Sort of been left there. Old stuff that's not being used anymore.
The idea that she collected it?
No, they were storing it under there.
Oh, okay.
But there probably is a door to get under there, but they don't really use it.
Let me know if there's anything specific you want that'll like tie it into that time or location. I think if
Yeah, I mean, I think I put the, let's see what there, garden hoses, back pots, lawn ornaments, lawn darts. That's an old one.
or lawn darts.
They're giant darts that you would throw up in the air toward a target until it was deemed unsafe because they were landing in people's heads.
Oh, cool.
It's like a long game from the 70s. I guess they're still selling them, but they're weighted now. They used to have like actual like spikes in them that would go into the ground.
It's like reminds me of that old SNL skit where they have the bags of glasses, toys, and all that.
Yeah. That's your standard bag of glass. Yeah.
Now he teaches us about aliens. Yeah, I like that. I think that'll be good. It'll be cool because we can really let coloring to be like dark blues for all the garbage and kind of let them shine with like some lights kind of hitting them or like through the...
Yeah, it's kind of like dappled or something like that.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't like that line. But yeah, I think we do a cool color thing there. Panel 6. Or wait.
For that one, we were going to do the head hit with the $10 million, right? But as protective as that mama raccoon is with its babies, I mean, that is sudden movement would be all nails and
yeah, she likes him. That's the bond.
You gave her. Oh, don't forget the package or the cracker roll hitting the ground there.
Yeah, I get what you're. Yeah.
Like, it would be nice if we had like the space to like let that sit. Like unless we want to use this last panel to do that and not do the head hit, but just have the exclamation. So like.
All right, let's play that out. So what?
Either puts it as like leaves it as sort of like an offering, just sort of like gives it to them, or tosses it in there, or while you have that either exclamation or that full line.
Yeah, it feels confusing in my head, like conveying that he tossed it to him.
I mean, if you saw it like hitting the ground, if you had like some like impact lines on the ground, or some lines coming off of the tail of it, it's kind of like still kind of standing up, not necessarily standing up, but kind of at an angle.
This is one of the motions where I feel like dialogue really helps, like him whispering, like, "Shh, don't tell anyone, or I won't tell." I don't know. Yeah, I get it. I don't know if like people immediately get what he's doing without.
Like a looks like you might need these more than I do.
Yeah, like even
Or something like here's something for helping me out the other day.
yeah, because I think like I know there's a lot of other dialogue going on, but I think even if like here's the because we see him and here's the dialogue where he does that, and I guess the question is how do we fit the rest of the Grandpa TV in the in betweens, and then I think just call out like I think you need these crackers or yeah whatever dialogue works that makes it obvious, and then I'll redraw this one and clear out this part, and then
There's a decent line for that panel too. This is the issue with this is that there's like so much exposition going on with this additional like non uh, dialogue driven story element.
you could definitely. I mean, I know that as far as the exposition, I mean, we actually got a good amount of room up top, or I could like move. Let me go full. We could either start the Grandpa TV dialogue up top, or I could all those top boxes I could squish quite a bit more and give more room for kind of like some in between, like maybe in between the panels, you could really see the Grandpa TV back and forth to really indicate that they're not a part of what he's doing. I gotta figure out how much total, how many total additional boxes are there? I mean, that still feels pretty good for an action panel. You could even pull it down. The boxes could still all touch, and there's just a bit more white room. And then I don't know. There's sort of a few ways we could take. So we got. Let me erase this original Grandpa and TV. How many do we have total? So we have Grandpa.
Yeah, the Grampy on during the action part, people used to want to do it right. Nowadays, doesn't mostly get because this does what gets the most attention. Then there's another Grampy in the reckoning line for the roll off one. Then we've got an announcer and Grampy for peeking around the corner. Then another announcer that's pretty sizable for looking in the hole, plus the chin line. Then another announcer that's pretty sizable on the Crackers panel. And then we have the $10 million line.
I don't need all that height either here. Oh. So she should feel kind of closed in anyways.
Yeah.
Let me go back out the. It's still pretty decent size.
Yeah, I mean, I think we could fit it in. I just want you to have those bubbles so that you know where you can shoot.
Yeah. All right, so we got people used to want.
Yeah.
That's a pretty big one. That's like 2 sentences.
That kind of goes over the top 3.
Let me go full.
Yeah, you could put the second one there. And then we could maybe do like the TV announcer on the fall off panel, the roll off panel,
Yeah.
and then do the follow up Grampy line kind of across those two. Like yeah, TV one sort of there, or they, the TV one's pretty small.
Oh, it is.
Yeah, it's not super long. It's not one of the bigger ones. So maybe keep it to the left side, and do Grampy across the right side of that panel onto the keep around the corner one. I gotta say, use of that top part that doesn't have anything.
I don't know. Maybe it's better to do it again where you like this panel.
Yeah. Is it there? And you see his face when he hits it in.
Yeah. It just doesn't seem impactful here. There's not. I don't know how I really make sure to indicate that hit his head on the edge. I'll work on it more later, but yeah, I like that. I don't know.
Yep. No,
I think that page reads well. All right, we're 2 hours in of recording.
2 pages down.
All right, so we're looking at 1 page per draft. I still feel pretty good about this. I mean, like, I really just have to get references now. And I mean, I feel like in the past there was way more like reconfiguring. I don't know.
Yeah, no, I feel like both of those feel good.
Yeah. All right, cool. I'll show.
I don't think that this is like probably one of the harder like sequences.
Yeah. I definitely read this, and this was the hardest for me to envision. I think the rest, I was a lot more like, okay, I get it. I can see how I can fit all these in.
Yeah.
I think this is good. I mean, we fit a ton of panels on here, but I think it still feels, it reads well to me.
Yep.
We got our wave of dialogue, and then our wave. So that reads well in my mind.
Yep.
As long as I keep them in the right boxes so they don't try to mentally read into the next.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm good with this. I like the establishing shot. I'll work on the eye roll. I like the paw appearing at the end. I think I'll probably just spend a lot of time on some of these just to get this feeling right. This panel will definitely take some time. I want to. These angles are kind of tough. All right, cool. That's a wrap then.
Yep.
All right, cool. I'm gonna stop recording.